Hey, it's Niall. I'm back in Moscow at my usual Airbnb, and thankfully winter is gone and spring has sprung, and yesterday it was 27 degrees here. Before we get stuck into this video good and proper, let's do a quick Moscow montage.
I know I made mistakes, I know I lied. I should have noticed, yeah, I should have tried. And all the loving that I just ignored, I'm gonna revive it, I'm gonna revive it.
There you go. Two quick stories I want to share with you today. First, did you ever hear how Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest people in the world, worth $76 billion last I checked, did you ever hear how he got started in business?
I do believe in looking at history.
Me too, Warren, which is why I'm telling this story. So, Mr. Buffett got started in business doing a bunch of odd jobs as a young fella back in the 1940s and 50s. From selling chewing gum to delivering newspapers to cashing in discarded tickets at the racetrack. It was all fairly tedious and low-paying work, but he was consistent with it and he saved every penny he made. By the time he was 16 years old, he'd already earned the equivalent of about $60,000 in today's money. He took that small fortune and he started investing. By the time he was 30 years old, back in 1960, he was a millionaire. He became a billionaire in the 1980s, and today he's worth about $76 billion. Here's a chart from MarketWatch showing how Buffett's net worth has grown over the years. And as you can see there, he started out earning very little and ramped it up greatly over time, to the point where he was able to add $12 billion to his fortune in 2016 alone. So that's story number one. Now for story number two. This is a post I came across several months back in a Facebook group for digital nomads. Basically, it's someone looking to hire freelance translators for remote work at €9 an hour. And of course, social media being what it is, people start bickering in the comments. This lady named Christina especially takes offense. $9 per hour, deduct taxes from that, insurance, etc., and you end up working for way less than €5 an hour, should be forbidden. And then in another comment she says, €9 is a joke. Yes, Christina is not a happy camper. And in fairness, she has a point, because yeah, you can't really live on €9 an hour. Not in a developed country anyway, unless you become some kind of frugal hermit and spend your evening clipping coupons.
49.08? That's a penny short!
And yet, unlike Christina, I had no problem whatsoever with that job posting. I even shared it with a bunch of people online. Now, why would I do such a thing? Why would I go around sharing such a joke of a job opportunity with good, honest people? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because I believe €9 an hour is a perfectly reasonable rate for good, honest people just starting out building a business. Especially for work you can do from anywhere on a flexible schedule.
I work online, hey.
Now sure, €9 an hour is not going to earn you much of a living, but, and here's the key thing, it's a start. I know folks who began working online for $5 to $10 an hour and now often make $5,000 or more per month. I've told you about such people in previous videos, like Carlo from Ireland and Justin from the USA. If they turned their nose up at those low-paying jobs initially, they'd never be where they are today. Much like Warren Buffett wouldn't be worth $76 billion today if he turned his nose up at selling chewing gum and delivering newspapers.
Testing. 1 million, 2 million. Great, okay.
So listen, I know I've talked a lot in recent videos about getting off to a fast start with your online business and how there's no shortage of money to be made. And that's all true. But at the same time, be sure to keep your feet on the ground and start small. Speaking of which, here's a tweet that I love from one of my favorite online entrepreneurs, Ramit Sethi. Someone asked him how to build an 8-figure business, and Ramit responded with, "Start by making $1,000 first." And to quote Ramit further, "The uncomfortable truth is that most people would rather dream about running a $5 million business than actually run a $50,000 business and grow it from there." And actually, if you're just starting out, I don't believe you should even be thinking about a $50,000 business yet. Focus instead on earning your very first $1 online. Then your first $10, then your first $100, then aim to earn $100 every week, then $1,000 in a month. Progress steadily like that, step by step, just like Warren Buffett did, until you're swimming in your own big pile of money. And sure, by all means, be skeptical of any €9 job opportunities that come your way. But please don't be one of those people who is so skeptical and so critical that they never take any action whatsoever. Because if you do nothing, nothing is going to happen for you. Nothing is going to change for you. So what I'm saying here is, don't wait around for the perfect opportunity. There is no perfect opportunity. So if you're waiting for one, you're going to be waiting a very long time. Take a few $5 or $10 jobs if it will get your feet wet with online work and build some momentum. Trust me, doing that, you'll end up much better off than all those critics and naysayers on Facebook. Now, in the last video, I asked you to leave a comment and tell me what action you plan to take to find your first clients and start earning online. What I want you to do now is leave a comment below this video updating us on how you got on. And if you didn't take any action on that yet, that's probably because you're aiming too high, right? So take a step back and break down that big scary action into something small and manageable. Then tell me in the comments what that smaller action is and when you're going to take it. And last thing, this video is part of my Start Earning Online series. If you want more videos like this showing you step by step exactly what it takes to build an online business, you'll find a link below this video where you can click through and sign up for the full series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.